This video is going to go over media of tagboard, tape, and hot glue. We're going to start with hot glue. You need to make sure that you have a hot glue mat out while you're working. These are kind of nice also to be able to put hot glue on, and then the hot glue doesn't stick to here. When you get out your hot glue gun, it's important to know how it's wrapped up. So you'll notice the cord's tucked underneath. You unwrap it. The way that you rewrap it is you use this little spot right here in between the hot glue, and you just wrap around in this direction, and then it will tuck underneath. And you gotta kind of pull the cord that way so that it tucks underneath. And then this can sometimes get full of hot glue as these kind of get hot and seep. It's not that someone was screwing around with them. You can tell the difference because if it's seeping, see how it's like just stacked, and if it's someone playing with the trigger, then it'll be a whole clean pile of hot glue. If someone were found to be wasting hot glue, then they would be banned from the hot glue for the rest of the art class. To clean this off, you get a putty knife and a mallet, and you get a friend probably to hold it, and you just bang on it until it kind of pops off, which for the purpose of this video, we're not gonna have me take the time to do. Then you always need to make sure that your hot glue gun is pushed all the way down into the charger. You need to make sure that it's switched into the on position. You need to find the plug in, and then reminder that the plug, if it comes from the wall, needs to be wrapped around a table leg. If the plug has, here, let's trip it, a light, there's no power going to this plug right now. So I have to make sure to push in the button so there's no light. Then plug in my hot glue gun. I know that I am receiving power to my hot glue gun because the power light here is on, and then it will take approximately 5 minutes for this hot glue gun to load. While we're waiting for this hot glue gun to get hot, by load I mean get hot, we're gonna pivot around. So hold on just a second. Here we go. Okay, oh, sorry, you're crooked. Talking about tagboard and tape. So first off, the tape that we have available, all tape is super, super expensive. You wouldn't think so, but these things are about $3.50 a roll. So we're never ever wasteful of tape. This is like cardinal sin, rule number 1 of the art room: don't waste tape. If you want to play with tape, go buy your own tape and go to town on your own time. But if a teacher catches you wasting tape, again, you will be banned from tape for your art experience. The scissors that you want to use at the 3D Center are the titanium steel scissors. These scissors are really sharp. They stay sharper longer because of the titanium outside. However, you ruin these scissors if you were to cut tape with them. So never ever cut tape with these. You have black handled scissors that you could use for that. Then the tagboard itself is pretty clear. It's just a sheet of paper. You can cut it just like normal. There's nothing special. It's just a little bit stronger, so it will stand up under its own weight, unlike a sheet of paper. Okay, with that, we're gonna pivot back to the hot glue gun that's now ready to go. Hello, chair. So, hot glue gun. All right, for the hot glue gun, when you are wanting to attach 2 pieces, the first thing that you need to make sure that you do is the hot glue gun is never near sharp things. Sharp things are sad for the hot glue gun because you might cut into the cord. So cardinal sin number 3, sharp stuff on the same table as your hot glue gun. Then you always start handle down at a slight angle. You pull the trigger and then pull back, and it's a slightly jerky motion. If you are wanting to stick chipboard to itself, you want to go with a thicker line. If you are wanting to stick Tagboard to itself, you can go with a thinner line. It's always pretty clean, consistent, and then to get rid of the hot glue line, you let go, you push the hot glue gun into the material and flick away backwards. And if for some reason it didn't work, like right there, you just kind of keep tapping it. Otherwise you'll stretch hot glue forever and ever and ever. While it's still wet, you can squish, or hot, not really wet, other things into it. You always want to wiggle them around, and then you have to hold them there, unfortunately, until it dries. It never fails to amuse me that people check whether hot glue is dry by sticking their finger in it. We're smarter than that. We can find something else to stick in the hot glue, but not the scissors. And if it comes off onto that, well, then we didn't burn our finger. Another sign is that hot glue, when it is cool, is cloudy. Hot glue, when it is hot, is transparent. This last little thing is that you can use this guy right here. So in case, let's say you wanted to do some sort of detailing. So let's say I was gonna add texture to a piece. I can put that texture on here. Now again, because hot glue is so expensive, this is something we wouldn't want to experiment with without giving the teacher a heads up. So we weren't thinking you were wasting a supply. It would be important for us to know you had a purpose. And then once this dries, it will peel as one big piece right off of this sheet, and it will not stick. All right, that clears you for all of the media available for Tagboard, tape, and hot glue.